Mercy. I'm trying to find a good place with the least amount of glare. And my heating pad. I'm suffering, guys. I'm suffering. From my neck down to the bottoms of my feet. I hurt. I ache. I am not going to be doing much today. Getting comfy in my chair. So recently, for the love of Pete, recently, I had a viewer comment, "Are you a vegan?" No, I'm not. What am I doing? I'm looking for recipes for me that have no dairy, very little to no oils. I'm a lover of butter, and no one's taken that from me. I don't know. I know butter. Even though I can't taste or smell, I know butter. I know it on toast, on cornbread, in baking. There's a definite difference. Now, I'm keeping my baking and my cooking to very low fat to no fat. But you can't really get no fat because even flour has some fat, you know? And things I put in it, like coconut milk, has a little bit of fat. So I just found a vegan custard recipe, and I gotta tell you, I'm having moments of I need decadent treats. And instead of denying myself and then blowing up for a big binge flare, I am going to hopefully be okay to shop tomorrow. I can barely walk today, so I'm not going shopping today. And all the sales come out on Wednesday. And they run, Publix runs Thursday to Wednesday to Thursday, and they always change their new thing on. So gee, maybe I have to wait for Publix for Thursday. But Winn-Dixie I can do on a Wednesday. Do I want Winn-Dixie? Not really. I think I'm going to go do Walmart, who doesn't have special days. You know, it's just kind of what it is. It is. But anyway, tomorrow I'm going to go shopping, and I have my list ready. And one of the things I want to do is I want to get some puff pastry from the freezer section. And I want to make that apple croissant that I had at Starbucks. Oh, heavens to Murgatroyd. What a delicious. And then they stopped it. That's seasonal. I said, it's not even Thanksgiving yet. It was seasonal. Seasonal of what? The fall? Anyhow, they took it away, and now I'm craving it terribly. I want something decadent, though. I want something with custard. So I looked up the vegan custard recipe, and I'm going to give it a try. So simple. 2 cups of plant milk. She recommends soy. I got to tell you, I get coconut, and that's what I'm using. And see how it goes. Then she uses cornstarch, vanilla, and sweetener of your choice. I have to put that down on my list. I want to try xylitol out and see how that does for me. And maybe I could eliminate the majority of the use I have of maple syrup and honey. And that would bring down my calories a lot. And my New Year's resolution is lose more weight. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. Do I do treats? Yes, I do. And I didn't let myself go like hog wild over Thanksgiving and Christmas. I don't do that. As a matter of fact, the Greek cookies never got made. I keep checking them with kids. Do you want me to make them? Not today. Do you want me to make them? Not today. Not today came to the end of the season. And it's still not today, so that's good. That's out of the way. I don't have to cook those. They're expensive anyway. You need almost a pound of butter. Heck. So, yeah, I would have had a couple of those cookies and would have given the rest to someone else. But none of us need it. We're all trying to lose weight this year in the family here. Not Bonnie. She's fine. So, and she's not here. She went home, right? So, vegan eating, I'm so sorry, get off track. Vegan eating, I like the vegan recipes. They give me recipes that reduce calories and fat. And that's what I want to do. the healthy one. Now, I know there's vegans and vegetarians. They don't eat healthy. They eat a lot of processed food. I try not to do that. Every now and then I go and I get one of those chicken patties from Morning Star Farm, is it? Morning something farm, or a Boca burger. I like those if I want to feel a meaty feel. Now, if I'm craving steak, will I eat it? Yeah. If I want a Whopper Junior, will I go get it? Mm-hmm. And that'll probably be my only meal. Well, I won't call it that. I usually always have something bready for breakfast. Either a square of my vegan chocolate cake or a square of my vegan cornbread. And you know what I love about these recipes? Because they don't have proteins in them, animal proteins, I don't get acid reflux. If I do eggs and milk in a recipe, I get acid reflux. So I'm finding that the vegan recipes really help me with that. Do I think everyone should be on the same food plan on the planet? No. Carnivore is not for everyone. I'm sorry, it's not. I found it disgusting and unsavory. And the way they do it, and they don't want to add any onions or no, I can't eat that way. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to disappoint you, keto and carnivore people. I tried it. Here's the thing. If it makes me miserable, I'm not doing it. Life is short, guys, and a plant-based diet has a lot of factors toward longevity and health. So I'm picking that. But I think I may try yogurt. I'm going to go over to Sprouts, and I always loved the brown cow yogurt, whole fat. It has that big creamy top. I want that. So I'm going to get that and see how I do. It's all about seeing how I do. The yogurt would go so nice plopped on top, especially if I get it in the maple syrup flavor. Plopped on top of fruit would be nice. Plain would be nice for cooking too. Now yogurt, whole fat yogurt in pancake mix. What a delight. Oh, it makes such fluffy pancakes. It can make even whole wheat pancakes fluffy. That's amazing. So I'm gonna try that and no, I want to eat what I love. Do I want French toast? I'm going to eat French toast. Does that mean eggs? Yes. And milk sometimes. But I'm not going to make it a habit. Like, I'm not going to bring eggs and milk into the house this shopping trip. I'm going to try to stay with as much vegan-made everything to avoid the fat. Of course, you know, the protein I'm going to have to make up with beans and nuts, and that ain't easy. You need a lot of nuts, okay? So I'm going to look at the packages and see ounce per ounce, or handful per handful, tablespoon per tablespoonful. What's the most protein with the least calories I can get from this nut or seed? So that's what I'm going to look at. I'm going to look into chia seed. I've tried it before and I can't get the pudding to do anything. Like, no, it won't happen. I've tried it, every recipe possible. Is it the chia seeds I'm getting? I don't know. I'll ask at Sprouts and see if they have any recommendations, but I'm hell-bent on getting 20 pounds off this year. I need to lose 45, but 20 will make me happy. So we're going to do that. Tomorrow, if I can walk, I'm going to have to take some more muscle lax, and I didn't want to do that. And try to, get what I did to myself reduced. How did I do at the flea market? It was a disappointment. I was letting things go cheap because I need the money. And so now I've bagged up all of the brooches that are sterling and that are vintage and nobody seems to want. And I am going to try to sell them at $1 to $1.30 per gram. On Facebook, there's some costume jewelry groups, some vintage jewelry groups where you can buy and sell. So I'm going to look into that and put some stuff up. And then that'll give me a few $100s toward the van too. I'm feeling a bit poor, and I'm trying not to get into that mindset. I want the mindset of abundance, opulence, and plenty. So I need to start working harder on that too. And so I think that boils over into my food. What is rich or feels rich to eat? You know, it doesn't have to be full of fat, guys. It can be, now puff pastry is probably going to have some calories in it. I got to look into that. How bad is it? And then you just reduce the amount of puff pastry you use. I guess you could cut it into squares. It's just all kinds of ways. So what I was thinking of doing is making a little square out of a piece of puff pastry, shove it into a greased muffin tin, add my cooked apples, and bake it. And when it comes out and it's cooling, I'm going to throw a little of that vegan vanilla custard on it. And I don't know if it'll be a once a day treat. Maybe I'll eat it till I get sick of it once a day and just include it in my calorie amount. Maybe it'll be breakfast. Maybe it'll be dinner. I'll incorporate it into my calories so I can enjoy whatever it is I'm craving, and I'm craving decadent desserts. So that's what I'm going to do. That's pretty much where I'm at. I'm at almost 12 minutes now in this video, and I think I'm going to stop here. Just wanted to touch base with you. I made enough money. It wasn't a large amount. It wasn't my goal. You know, I shouldn't have paid for a full month of space at the flea market. I should have just bought one day so I could see what it was like, because I don't want to return. Maybe I'll go do Martin Luther King Day. That might be one more good day if I can rearrange my jewelry to look like something, because they picked a lot of it out for what little I got. They picked out a lot of the old stuff, you know, the old GF. Dealers know what they're looking for, and that's all who's buying from me is dealers. Very few were everyday coming through customers. The general public just isn't buying. Not at flea markets, maybe online. So that's where I'm going to go, is look online and see what I can do. So I think that's everything I can think of. Right. Did that cover the diet thing? I think so. It's, you know, one diet isn't for all. We all have to experiment and figure out what satisfies me. That is so important. If you don't feel satisfied, you're not going to stick to it. So what are your favorite foods? Make a list. How can you make a better food? Like Dennis Jr. just brought home a bag of these Rice Crisp treats. Oh, what were they called? Every day, every time, every something. They were wonderful. They were thin and crispy. They had ranch flavor, salsa flavor. There was just so many things going on in my tongue. I could feel the spices. I could crunch on the crispness. I could feel the savory and the salty, and I just love that, you know, where I can't really taste. I can tell what's going on. And like baked apples, it's that sensation of the apple and the sugary whatever and the pastry. I just love that combination, love it. And I'm hoping to recreate that so I can just have something I can say, okay, I've been really good, here's your treat. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. This is what I'm doing for the new year, and just keep at it. Whatever it is you're trying to change, maybe you're trying to strengthen yourself, keep at it. Have a bad day, pick up the next good day. It's simple. You don't have to beat yourself up or punish yourself because you did something wrong. It's not wrong. It is what it is. Sometimes we have a craving. Go get it out of your system and then start on the new trail. That's it, guys. Love you much and just wanted to check in. Bye.